Hello, matlang people! Welcome sa It's No Time! Claims and Learning, hashtag Learn Together. Kilala ang mga Pinoy pagdating sa larangan ng kantahan. Charis Pempenco, Morissette Amon, Gabriela Wilson, Lea Salonga. Isa sa mga kultura ng mga Pilipino na kapag sila ay nagkakasama-sama at may mga espesyal na okasyon na pinagdiriwang, sila ay nagkakasiyahan at nag-aawitan gamit ng videoke.
Ang mga numerong ito ay hindi para sa songbook ng videoke. Ito ang tinatawag nating Z-table. Ang Z-table ay ang itinuturing songbook ng statistics.
Ano nga bang pag-aaralan natin sa araw na to? Exploring the Z-table. So this is the most essential learning competency for this topic. For our target goals, number 1 is to know the concept of Z-score. Number 2, find the Z-score. And number 3 is to value the knowledge about the concept of Z-score. So let's have a quick review about our previous topic. Let's have the properties of normal probability distribution. Number 1, the distribution curve is bell-shaped. Number 2, the curve is symmetrical about its center. Number 3, the mean, median, and mode coincide at the center. Number 4, the width of the curve is determined by the standard deviation. Number 5, the tails of the curve flatten out indefinitely along the horizontal axis, always approaching to the axis but never touching it. And lastly, the area of the curve is 1. Okay, now let's talk about the Z-table. So when we say Z-table or standard normal table, reveals what percentage of values fall below a certain Z-score in a normal distribution. So these are the probabilities or the areas of the Z-score from the mean. So hindi po ito songbook na pwede nating gamitin pagkakanta. Okay, so ito yung tinatawag na songbook ng statistics. Alright, so how to use the Z-table? So let's try to find the corresponding area of the following Z-score. First, we have 0.37. So ang una nating titignan is yung 0.3. So hanapin natin dito sa first column yung 0.3. So andito po siya. Next is yung other 7, hahanapin naman natin sa first row ng ating Z-table. So we got 0.07. Yan. And then, titingnan lang natin kung saan sila mag-meet. So nag-meet sila sa 0.1443. So it means that the area of 0.37 Z-score is 0.1443. Now, let's try 1.23. So, una nating hahanapin ay 1.2. So, andito po ang 1.2. And then, yung other or yung last digit, dito naman sa first row hahanapin. So, we have 0.03. Then, tingnan natin kung saan magmi-meet. So, ang area under 1.23 Z-score is 0.3907. And last is negative 2.60. Sir, paano yan? Negative yan. So since it is the areas of the Z-score from the mean, regardless ang kanilang signs or kanilang symbols. Negative, positive, ang hahanapin natin is yung kanilang absolute value. So negative 2.60, hanapin natin yung 2.60. So we got 2.6. So yung 2.6 ay nandito. And then 0.000, so dito sa ating second column. So, hanapin lang natin kung saan sila mag-meet. So, we got 0.4953. So, that's how we use the Z-table. Ngayon, let's try to plot the point and find the area of the following Z-scores. For example, we have above 1.27. So, makikita natin yung above 1.27. Plot muna natin yung 1.27. So, 1.27 ay nasa bandang dito. And pag sinabi nating above, syempre mas mataas, to the right. So, shade natin yung to the right ng 1.27. So, ano kaya yung area nitong red surface na to? Yun yung hahanapin or doon natin gagamitin yung ating Z-table. So, using the Z-table class, So 1.27, 1.2, and 0.07. Tingnan natin kung saan magmi-meet. So we got 0.3980. So 0.3980 ang ating area ng 1.27. Pero yung normal curve, di ba class I, ang area niya is 1. So yung bawat parte or bawat kalahati ng ating normal curve is 0.50. So half of the normal curve measures 0.5. So ang hahanapin lang natin is yung red part. So paano natin hahanapin ang red part? From the mean to 1.27, the area is 0.3980. So yung blue part natin, ang kanyang area is 0.3980. So we need to subtract 0.3980 from 0.5 para malaman natin kung ano ba ang natitira or ano ba yung area ng ating red surface. So 0.5 minus 0.3980, so we got 0.102. So it means above 1.27, the area is 0.102. Another one, above negative 2.5. So negative 2.5, dito natin siya makikita and then shade natin para mas makita natin kung ano yung hinahanap natin na area or part. So first, let's identify the area of 2.5. Diba, regardless of the symbol or the sign. So 2.5, andito po siya and then 0. So magpo-fall siya sa 0.4938. So the area of 2.5 from the mean is 0.4938. Okay, ngayon yung kalahati class ay 0.50. Diba, take 0.5, 0.5 tong ating half ng curve. So, i-add natin from the mean to negative 2.5, ang area daw ay 0.4938. So, pag-a-addin lang natin yung 0.5 at yung 0.4938 para makuha natin yung total area from negative 2.5 hanggang dun sa 3. So, for our solution, we have 0.9938. Technique. So, take note of this, class. So, if the mean is included in the shaded area, kapag kasama yung mean sa ating shaded area, we will add 0.5. Pero kapag hindi naman siya kasama, just like the two examples, we will subtract it from 0.5. Yan lang tatanda natin. Pag kasama ang mean, add 0.5. Pag hindi kasama ang mean, ima-minus natin siya sa 0.5. How about below 2.15? So 2.15 ay dito nating mamimit or makikita. Then shade natin. So 2.15 value is 2.1 and 0.05. So magmimit sila sa 4842. So 0.4842 ang area ng 2.15. For our solution, add or subtract? Kasama ang mean, so add 0.5. Very good. So the answer is 0.9842. Good job. Next, how about below negative 0.5? So negative 0.5 ay mamimit or ipa-plot natin dito. Shade lang natin yung below, so to the left. So ano siya? Add or subtract? Okay, very good. Subtract. But first, hanapin muna natin yung area ng 0.5. So we got 0.1915. So ima-minus natin siya sa 0.5 since hindi naman included yung ating mean. So the answer is 0.3085. Yung area below 0.5 or negative 0.5 is 0.3085. Ngayon, let's try between 2.15 and negative 0.5. So plot muna natin yung 2.15 at negative 0.5. So, heto lang yung area na hahanapin natin. So, first is to identify the areas of the two given z-scores. So, yung 2.15 is 2.1 and 0.05. So, magmi-meet sila sa 0.4842. So, that's the area of 2.15 from the mean. Now, the negative 0.5, regardless of the sign, so 0.5 lang ang hahanapin natin. So, we have 0.1915. So we will use these two areas para makuha natin yung area between 2.15 and negative 0.5. Okay, from 0 to 2.15, the area is 0.4842. The area of 0 to negative 0.5 is 0.1915. So para makuha natin yung total area, all we have to do is to add the two areas. So for our solution, we'll just add 0.4842 and 0.1915 and we got 0.6757, and that is the area between 2.15 and negative 0.5. Next, between 2.13 and 0.8. 2.13 ay nandito. 0.8 ay nandito naman. So, hetong area lang na to ang ating hahanapin. So, first, identify the areas of the two given z-scores. So, 2.13, we got 2.1 and 0.03. Magmi-meet sila sa 0.4834. 0.8 and 0.00, so magmi-meet siya sa 0.2881. So, we'll use these two areas again to find the area of between 2.13 and 0.8. Area of 0 to 2.13 is 0.4834. Area of the mean to 0.8 is 0.2881. So, ang hahanapin lang natin is from 0.8 to 2.13. Ano yung gagawin natin para mahanap natin yung area ng 0.8 to 2.13? Very good. So, we need to subtract the two areas to find the area between 2.13 and 0.8. Ma-minus lang natin sila. So, for our solution, 0.4834 minus 0.2881. So, we got 0.1953. So, that is the area between 2.13 and 0.8. So, take note or tip para malaman natin kung i-add ba natin or pagsusubtrakin natin yung dalawang areas. So, if the mean is included in the shaded area, ano ulit ang gagawin? Add the two areas. Pero kapag hindi naman included ang mean, so all we have to do is to subtract the two areas. Ganun lang din. Pag kasama si mean, add. Pag hindi kasama ang mean, subtract natin yung dalawang areas ng 2 z-scores natin. Z-scores have an equivalent percentage of the area under the normal distribution curve. Z-score table is a special normal distribution with a mean of 0 and standard deviation of 1. So, paano na kapag hindi na mean ay 0 at hindi na din 1 ang ating standard deviation? So, let's have this formula. So, yung formula natin for population, we got Z is equal to X minus mean or X score minus mean all over standard deviation. For our sample, ganun lang din. Z is equal to X score minus mean all over standard deviation. Same process lang sila pero magkaiba lang ng symbols na ginagamit. For example, the mean growth of the thickness of trees in a forest is found to be 0.5 cm per year with the standard deviation of 0.2 cm per year. So what is the z-score corresponding to 1 cm per year? So ano yung mean natin, class? It is 0.5 centimeters, while the standard deviation is 0.2 centimeter. So ilalagay lang natin yung mean sa gitna, 0.5, and then add tayo ng 0.2, we get 0.7. Add 0.2, 0.9, then 1.1. Diba yung standard deviation, ito yung pagitan ng bawat scores. To the left naman tayo, magma-minus tayo ng 0.2. 0.5 minus 0.2, we got 0.3. Minus 0.2, we get 0.1 and negative 0.1. So, ang hinahanap natin na z-score ay 1 cm per year. So, saan natin makikita yung 1 cm per year? Plot muna natin yung ating x-score. So, bandang dito yung 1 cm. Ngayon, solve for the z-score. Let's use the formula to solve for the z-score. So, mean natin is 1. X-score natin is 1, sorry. And yung mean natin is 0.5. Standard deviation is 0.2. Once being solved, we got 0.5 all over 0.2. The answer is 2.5. So, yung ating z-score na hahanapin sa ating z-table ay 2.5. So, plot natin, class. Ito yung normal curve. Diba? 0 ang mean, then standard deviation is 1. 2.5 ay makikita natin dito. So kapag kapag inirelate natin siya sa ating given problem, di ba ito yung table natin kanina, and pinalat natin yung 1 cm ay dito. So makikita natin class, pag nirelate natin siya sa normal curve, is parehas lang ng pagkakaplat ng 1 cm at ng 2.5. Okay? And then itong 2.5, dito na natin hahanapin yung kanyang area. So the z-score corresponds to 1 cm is 2.5. For generalization class, z-table or standard normal table reveals what percentage of values fall below a certain z-score in a normal distribution. And the value that we can get from the lesson, since we're talking about z-score, the letter Z have an attitude of zest. Kapag sinabi nating zest is something related to enthusiasms. Alam nyo ba na ang karaoke ay nanggaling sa Japanese words na kara at oke? Kara nang ibig sabihin ay empty at oke naman ang ibig sabihin ay orchestra. So sa Japanese, ang ibig sabihin ng karaoke ay empty orchestra or singing without music. At dito na nagtatapos ang ating aralin. Ibahagi natin sa ibang ating mga natutunan. At lagi nating tatandaan, the way of success is the continuous pursuit of knowledge. Claim it, Matlang people. See you again sa ating next video.